on our Granny Stitch star blanket, which is going to be a Christmas gift. So I need to get cracking on it because it's a Christmas gift, but it's a Christmas gift I need to give a few days before Christmas. So got to get going. It is just a baby blanket though, so it doesn't need to be huge, but it does need to be bigger than this. So the colors are cute. I feel like they're coming out well. Such a fun yarn. I hope everyone is doing well tonight or today, whatever time it is where you are. I set up in the sunroom and I'm like already regretting it because there's like nice light here as opposed to in the rest of the house. But it's also the area of the house that is not air conditioned and it's got like direct light coming in at the moment. So it's quite warm. It was a silly idea setting up here, but we're here now. We're gonna live with it. It's all good. I might wait until the sun goes down before I have my hot tea that's sitting in front of me. Ah, what have I done? I feel like it's been a big month. Hello, Belinda. How are you? What's been happening? Hi, Bron. Hello, hello. Welcome to YouTube. Hi, Goth. Ah, hey, everyone. How's everyone doing? Are you crocheting along? Like the problem with going live on my phone is that I get distracted. Everyone's here. The old crew is back together. It's so nice. Ron, I feel like it's been so long. How are you? Belinda, did you give your gifts yet? The handmade, I feel like handmade gift bag, I want to say. Handmade bag. If you have given it, how did it go down? Bron, how's all your Christmas crafting been going that you usually do? Yes, and she loved it. That's good. Need to move this chair forward so that I can lean back in it because my back hurts. I'm getting old. I'm okay, excited about the end of school year and work. Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. I'm so excited for the end of, not school, because I do not have a school-aged child, nor any child. Hello, Bango. But I'm very excited for the end of work. It's actually so nice that I'm finishing up my job. Just watching Bango very close to my tea, which is a bit scary. It's so nice finishing up my job at this time of year because like I don't want to have to do that much. But also because it's the end of the year, like no one's really doing that much. Everyone's winding down. So there's no like last minute things that are getting put on my plate to quickly try and get done before I finish up. I'm just like having a pretty cruisy time, a few final wrap up meetings, like writing my handover notes, and then I'm good. Mango, what do you want, mate? Just pacing in front of the phone. Hi, Amanda. Welcome back. Very excited for the end of the school year. 1 day left. That is an exciting time. What are you going to be doing with the break? When do I start? I start in January, so I have 2.5 weeks off. But unfortunately, it also means I'm losing like a week, just over a week of pay that I would normally have got in like public holidays and like extra days that we get given from my job. And I also lost a week of pay on that last America trip because I didn't have enough annual leave. So it's gonna be a very low-key Christmas because I won't really have any money to do anything, but that's okay. Crochet, that's what it's all about. I love that. Are you, remind me, Amanda, are you somewhere where it's like cold now, or are you also in Australia and or somewhere warm? Yeah, it's like not an ideal time of year to be losing a couple weeks pay, but that's all right. I have been like making all these videos for Vlogmas has actually been a really nice distraction. So 4 days of it, I'll have 4 days of it to keep doing them. And then it'll be Christmas and Boxing Day, and I feel like that's always like you don't spend money on those days, so that's fine. So it'll be okay, I'm sure. Is the new job crochet friendly? We will find out. We will find out. I feel like yes, in that I'll still be able to work from home a decent amount. So, like, I don't know. At the moment, I get a lot of crochet in the time I would normally be commuting, and if there are like meetings that I only have to listen in, like I can still very easily listen to meetings and like take things in while I crochet. So like, I can do that. But yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna have a really big team, which is like the opposite of what I have right now. So I'm really excited for that. Like I'm excited to start and meet people. But yeah. Low-key Christmas here too. Yeah, I feel like this is the year of low-key Christmas. You're from Brisbane. Okay, so also warm. Warmer than here, I guess. What makes a job crochet friendly, I wonder? Really not busy. I have had a lot of downtime at my job in the last, like, basically since I handed in my notice, so that's nice. Canberra's like the fires of all hell at the moment. Oh no, you usually are like, it's usually cooler there than here. What's going on? Do you have a project you're working on at the moment, Bron, or nah? You're like just vibing. I feel like I haven't seen as much like Christmas craft in Discord from you this year. Although if you watch my new vlog, I do give you a shout out for your Christmas crafting. It was 40 degrees yesterday. Oh, and today's 37. I could not live in Perth. I couldn't do it. I'm really, really, really bad at heat. I get so grumpy, like, which is not a great trait to have. You put the plug up 5 minutes ago. How are we supposed to watch it? Oh yeah, sorry. I put the vlog up. Oh yeah, it went up at 6:30. There was technically time if you were really on the ball, but then I didn't tell any of you that I had put it up. So that's on me. That's on me. The Perth weather is arriving here Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be. I don't want to look at the weather for Sydney for those days then. She says as she goes to look at the weather. Sydney weather. I don't want it to be 40 degrees. Oh, it's left here. The next day over 30 we have is Tuesday. What a great time. My heart goes out to you all. I am not a hot weather girly, I'm a winter girly. 39 on Tuesday here. What weather app are you looking at? Mine says 32. And I hope mine's right. Yeah, that is awful. Do you just stay inside in the aircon? Like, what can you do in that kind of heat? Well, but I'm more west than you. Oh, yes, that is true. We are a little bit nearer the coast, which helps. I mean, it's kind of fine for me because I'm at home and so I can put the aircon on, but then I have to pay for the aircon. But I don't have to commute in really hot weather, which is nice. Then I just kind of end up not doing anything because I'm like, I don't want to go for a walk in this. I don't want to go outside in this, you know? We don't have any below 30 until Wednesday, which is 29, and then back up to 32. Oh my gosh. And is that school holidays as well? What are you going to do? Go to the pool? I was going to say beach, but it's Canberra. Hi, Raya. Rahia. I hope I got that even vaguely right. But welcome on in. Thank you for being here. How are you tonight or today? Today? Tonight? Is it today anywhere in the world? It must be. That's a dumb question. It must be somewhere. Indoors aircon on all day. I want to bake and take treats for my work friends. Yes. Oh my gosh. Actually, Bron, I was going to ask you, and I'm not sure. Actually, I'm opening it up to the floor. So this year for Christmas, my family decided to do just like perishable gifts, basically, because we were all like, we have enough stuff. We don't need more stuff. And like the stuff we need or want, our partners or whatever can get us. But in our little like, our Christmas gift swap, whatever, we have my brother and his wife who are vegan. So if anyone has any good like vegan delicious recipes that are something we can make, keeping in mind my brother is also a chef, which is so unfair. Or like something else perishable, like I guess we could get them some kind of plant, but they have a lot of plants already and live in a pretty small place at the moment, so I don't know. I kind of need ideas. I wanted to get them this like chili crisp that I saw at a cafe we were at the other week, but it had fish sauce in it, so I was like, ah. Cinnamon sugar almonds, that is a good idea. Oh my gosh, ask Drew. That is a great idea. Yes, please. Also, so the other thing is I might use that cinnamon sugar almond idea for every year for my extended family. I give them like some kind of food. And in the past, I've made like fudge, or I've made what we call Christmas crack, which is just like kind of like hard caramel or toffee or whatever with like crackers and chocolate on top and nuts and stuff like that. I'm happy to make, but I think if I make something, I want it to be something they don't need to like eat immediately necessarily. If that makes sense. So that they can take it home and enjoy it over the Christmas break. But the cinnamon sugar almonds, I reckon that is going to be the go for my family. My wider family. That's a really good idea. Go to the vegan store and make a hamper. There's a what vegan store? What? How do I not know of this? I could go to like Dr. Earth. They'd surely have something. Probably everything else I make is full of butter. Yeah. That's why I was like, maybe you're the right person, but I feel like you just do proper good baking. Not to say vegan baking isn't good, but like if you don't need to bake vegan, I feel like you wouldn't. Wow, the sun's gone down and that is so much nicer now. How big do you think I need to make this for a baby blanket? What's the... Because I feel like the bit that needs to be the baby blanket size needs to be the inside of all the points. The weird cheese place. Isn't the store across from the button store in Newtown a vegan store? Oh, maybe it is. We were right by there the other day. Ah, ha ha ha. Okay, maybe I'll check that out. That's a good tip. And close enough to us that I can make a trip there and check it out. But also still send me your recipe. And also cinnamon sugar almonds is great. Because I was thinking, oh, I don't want to make the fudge and I don't want to make the other thing because, thank you, they are very cheerful. It's for a baby girl. So I think it's nice. Yeah, for like the family gift, because like my siblings will also be there, I like to give them stuff at that as well, so that like everyone gets something. So the cinnamon sugar almonds means that I don't have to make them something separate, which is great. How are you, Pepsi? Thanks for being here. I'm planning to embroider some little hoop ornaments for my colleagues. Oh, that's so cute. Did you do a embroidery a day project at some point, or am I making that up? Guys, I need to show you Patty because she's just asleep next to me, and I feel like she doesn't get enough love on YouTube because she's never like running up to me, unlike Bango, who always is running up to me. So this is our other cat. This is Patty of Patty and Bango's place. Hi. She's very chill. She basically sits in that chair all day, every day until dinner time. And then in the morning she comes in and gives us cuddles, and that's about it. I had a craft night with friends a week or so ago, and we all did embroidered Christmas trees, and they were so cute. I was wondering if you had done your Christmas craft evening. I had one this year inspired by you. I haven't done an embroidery day. I'm not that good at commitment. Okay, that's fair enough. One per book? I'm like, I swear there was someone in our Discord or like, I don't know, somewhere that was doing an embroidery. You know what? It might have been my friend from Penguin. That actually might have been what it is. And I've just transposed her into our little community here because she fits the vibes. That may have been what's happened. How's everyone's Christmas crafting going? If you're doing any, what are you making? Also, Belinda, I feel like I glossed over the fact that you said your giftie loved what you made them, and I'm glad that they appreciated it. Do you feel like relieved that it was appreciated properly? She even liked the bag. Yay! Who wouldn't like the bag? It was so funny. Last night, we went out for dinner with like our Frisbee team because it was Frisbee night, but it was the first week that Frisbee hadn't been on. And so we all went out for like kind of an end of season dinner or whatever, just at one of the breweries in Newtown, and one of them brought his daughter, who is like, she's got such character and I love it so much. But she like came up to me and Kieran, she was wearing this tie-dye shirt and had a tie-dye bag with her. And she came up to us and was like, all right, I have a question for you. And we were like, okay, what's the question? She's like, do you think that I made or bought this shirt? And we were like, I feel like this is a loaded question. So we like pretended to confer on it. And then we were like, we think that you bought the shirt. She was like, no, I made it. And she was so proud of herself. It was so cute. And then she was showing off her little tote bag that she'd also made and was telling us all about her tie-dyeing. And it was just very cute. And to be honest, despite the fact that she is 9, I feel like that is me when I make things. I'm like, look at what I made. This is how I did it. And I'm so proud of myself, like a 9-year-old. I'm pattern testing a Christmas guinea pig. It's pretty cute. Yeah, that sounds really cute. In what way is it Christmassy? Is it in a hat? Definitely a trap question. 100%. And it's just so funny because you're like, oh, I know that you obviously made it, but I feel like I'll crush your dreams if I be like, oh, I think you made it. Like, I think she wants us to ask or like guess that she bought it. but it was very cute. Kids are funny. Yep, it wears a hat. Oh, that's going to be so cute. I hope the pattern test is going well. If you ever want to share what you're making with our little community of people, feel free to jump into our Discord, which I actually remembered to put in the description today of this video. Good job, me. We all do that. It's so exciting when someone asks about your clothing that you made. Yes, it so is. I mean, like anything. I feel like for me, because I don't wear as much crochet clothing, it's usually if I like gift something to someone and they're like, did you make this? And then they get really excited. And then I'm like, yeah, I did make it. And then I get all embarrassed. It's like, I have this thing, and it was like this when I was doing the like social media for our Worlds team. Because I put quite a bit of effort into our social media, and it looked pretty good if I do say so myself. But I was like, I have this thing where like, I want it to be acknowledged, but don't acknowledge me. You know what I mean? I'm like, I love it when people are like, oh, the social media for your like team looks really good. I hate it when people say to me, oh, you're doing a good job with like that. Because I'm like, oh, don't perceive me. I don't know how to respond to it. Like, it's nice, obviously, and I'd prefer that than zero recognition because I do love some recognition, but I like it when it's somehow external, or like I want to overhear the recognition without being having it directed at me. So I don't know how to take a compliment. Because my dresses stand out, I always get compliments on them. You pick such cool fabrics. Like, I kind of wish I could learn to sew, but one, I don't think I need another hobby. And two, well, one, I don't need another hobby. Two, I feel like I would get stressed out if I left like the machine and everything out all the time, but then I'd equally like, anytime I had to get it out, I'd be like, ugh, this is such a pain. Oh gosh, I haven't checked if I'm doing this right. And I'm not. That's all right. That's okay. I only need to pull out one stitch. And three, I can't cut or sew in straight lines. I've tried. I have tried in the past. I've made like really basic pouches and stuff. And I think I want to try and make a few more bags this year and actually line them, which will mean I'm going to need to like practice a little bit more. I could. My friend has learnt to sew. She bought herself a book. Like a pretty, what's the word? Contemporary book on it. But she's going so well. And because I'm like one of the only other crafty people in her life, I got to follow her journey. She was like sending me photos and stuff of all of her sewing updates, which was so cool. And then she made me a little tote bag, which I use as a project bag. So it's fun when friends learn to craft. Having crafty friends is great. I don't have space for fabric. That's the other thing. I feel like I would need to like give up some yarn. Kieran's very graciously let me have the entire garage for the yarn shop, so I would feel bad also taking over like another part of the house with fabric or whatever. I feel like this is going well. We're getting somewhere, we're getting somewhere. I do need to at some point look up how big this needs to be. But I suspect I might just, I'll pull this off here for a sec. It's on a spinny thing. I think I'll just finish this ball and then like see where it's at. Hi, hello Germany. What time is it in Germany? How are you today? I'm glad you found our channel. I hope you're doing well. No, one more. I'm at every third round of this blanket. I have to pay attention because you need to skip a cluster stitch in the middle, and I I just don't. I don't have the sixth sense for it is. But it's okay. Everyone I get to, I know I have a little bit of time before I have to go again. Just buy more stackable totes. What's a stackable? What do you mean a stackable tote? As in, is that what you have all your fabric in? I need like a yarn storage, a better yarn storage solution. Honestly, it's getting out of hand. I like fill up the bookshelf thing that's behind me, and then they're just like in bags all over the room. It's 9:55 a.m. Oh, early. I have a little cold, but otherwise I'm fine. I am making a blanket. It's like an 8-pointed star blanket, and it's gonna be for my cousin's baby. I've made 2 other blankets for 2 other cousins' babies because it was a baby frenzy this year. So this is the last blanket that I have to make. I'm sorry you have a cold. I hope it leaves you soon. It must be getting pretty cold in Germany at the moment, right? I remember being in Berlin one year for winter, and it was quite cold, but a lot of fun with all the Christmas markets and stuff. Big tubs that have 125 litre. Oh my gosh, I have like 60 litre ones, I think, that I keep things in. Maybe I just need to invest in bigger ones. I actually just keep inheriting things from my dad's friend. So dad came over the other day and he had like 3 big clear tubs with him, and I was like, oh, what are those for? And he was like, oh, I just got them off my friend because he was moving and like doesn't need them anymore, and I figured we could use them. And I was like, does he have any more? He was like, yeah, he's got loads, like take as many as you want. And I had been thinking I need to get more to put more of my makes in, ready for my market next year. Now I don't have to buy them. Very exciting. It is not the controversial star blanket pattern. I do own that pattern, and I think Betty is a nice human. I haven't really been on TikTok, so the only things I've really seen about it are like people's YouTube takes on the controversy, and I feel like they're people who I agree with, who are like, you guys need to just calm down. Everyone needs to calm down. So, yeah. Jada, Mrs. Moonheaven, had like a very good two-part series on TikTok, which ironically, I know I just said I was like not on TikTok, but she posted it on Instagram, so I went and watched it. The whole thing is so messed up. I was actually going to ask you about it, Goth, because I know that you guys are friends and have collaborated, and like, I hope Betty's doing okay, because I feel like she's always been so lovely. And I remember when I did make that pattern actually. And I remember when I was making it, she was like holding lives and stuff so that people could ask questions about it and like make along with her and see it. And I was like, I don't understand how this person is being told, you know, that, yeah, anyway. It is ridiculous, and I feel for her, and people just need to get a grip sometimes. Yes, she's very kind. I crochet mostly amigas, but also some hats and blankets. It's about 2 degrees. That's okay. I'm in Australia. We use Celsius as well. You're among friends here. Don't worry. I live near Nuremberg, which has a very famous market. Oh my gosh. I have heard of Nuremberg, but I've not been to Nuremberg. Would you recommend a visit? I did. I joined a crochet along. Yes, exactly. I remember. It was in my earlier crocheting days. I do also usually make amigurumis. I would say of all things, it is definitely what I make the most, but I do dabble in other things, and I want to make more tapestry crochet next year, I think is on the agenda. And the other thing I want to make next year is a pizza blanket, I've decided. Anytime someone has one, I think they're so cool, and I want one. Yeah, hopefully it does all calm down. I feel better now that like a lot of people are coming to her kind of defending her in a way. But like, I miss the entire initial drama of it. Ugh, the internet can be such a great and also such an awful place. How's your Vlogmas going, Goth? I haven't fully caught up yet. It's been a bit hectic. Tonight I was gonna catch up on like everyone's Vlogmas videos, and then I was like, or I could just go live. Because I don't always have time to go live, so it's kind of nice when Kieran's out, because I don't feel like I'm ignoring him by going live. The initial drama person is still... Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. I mean, I can believe that. People are just wild. I hope people don't buy it. Or use it. I really enjoyed Jada's like kind of response video on the whole thing. I like her vibe. I definitely would. There's the castle, medieval, underground jail, and a lot of World War II memorials. Also, the Christmas market's kind of nice but very crowded. I can imagine that. I feel like it would be similar to going to like Vivid or something in Sydney, where it's like, this is cool, but there are so many people here. Medieval, how do you spell that? I think VAL maybe. I don't know, it's hard when I'm not writing it. More videos soon, but I have work in a few hours. What? Oh, I keep forgetting that you're like 3 hours behind us. I'm like, gosh, it's 8 p.m. What do you mean in a few hours? Like, a few hours is bedtime. But not for you. I did get what you meant. I only mentioned it because you asked how it was spelled. Otherwise, I would never give shade, because I mean, I can't speak German. I can say lecker. That's about it. That's not true. I did learn German for like 2 semesters at uni. So I did learn some basics, but I remember the first time I ever went to Germany, I didn't know any German, and I was staying with my friend's grandma and my friend and her grandma, and I basically learnt to say lecker, like sehr lecker, so that I could tell her grandma that everything she made was tasty. And the other thing I learned was tea, to ask her if she wanted me to make her tea. And for a very long time, that was the extent of my German, but she loved me, because the only interaction she ever had with me was me asking or offering to make her tea and telling her that everything she made was delicious. So I was her favorite of my friends' friends. That's tutoring, right? I was gonna say tutorialing. I've like lost my ability to speak. I've been making too many videos this Vlogmas. But we're halfway through Vlogmas. We're halfway through Vlogmas, team. I've made it halfway. If nothing else, I will have done the 12 days of Vlogmas. And that is an accomplishment. Yeah, maths tutoring. Yes, that's right. You are the good maths brain. Well done. Thank you. Thank you. I'm quite proud of it. I definitely couldn't have done it if work had been more busy at this period, but I think the fact that I had like I'd quit, and so I knew it was going to be like relatively breezy, and I wouldn't be going into the office much because we didn't have any events left or like meetings and stuff. made me, like, encouraged me more to actually, like, try it. I think the only problem with it is that I'm such a completionist, and if I miss one day, I'm going to be like, I've failed, which is like a really unhealthy mindset to have. I know this, but anyway, I'm going to try not to, like, burn myself out about it. I very nearly decided to have, like, the live today be the video, you know? And on a future day, maybe I'll do that. I think it's lovely you learn those phrases. My husband's a Finn and his parents don't speak English or German. My Finnish is non-existent, so we have mostly noises and mimic and gestures. Well, can I recommend learning tasty and tea? It did very well for me. I can imagine it is quite hard not to speak your, like, parents-in-law's language, though. My parents-in-law are Irish, and sometimes I feel like I don't speak their language even though they speak English, but I find it quite hard to understand Kieran's dad a lot of the time. Is that same to being a completionist with Vlogmas? I feel like the little delay means I get confused. I'm making pretty good progress on this. That sun has gone down so quickly. Dang. Sometimes I miss playing Words with Friends on Twitch. Yes, you have to combine 2 days, yeah. That is another option. That is another option, because, like, that also works, you know? How did you go with all the editing software? Did you figure it out? I know, I love Words with Friends too. I miss it. I wonder if it works with YouTube, like if we did a proper stream here. I do want to stream more next year, and I am wondering if I should, like, split it between Twitch and here. So have, like, a shorter, low-key YouTube live in a week, and then, like, an actual kind of set time one on Twitch at some point. But I'm going to just see how I go. I'm going to wait until I settle into the new job so that I kind of know what the vibe is, you know? Not sure if I can do day 13 tomorrow. Dentist trip in the morning. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It's okay to miss a day. I'm telling you this, and then you can remind me of this as well when I need it. Unfortunately, I have to pick up my daughter from school soon, so I have to leave, but I subscribed and hope to hop in some other day. Oh, it was nice to meet you. Thank you for jumping in and sharing where you're from and letting me reminisce about Germany. I hope you have a great day. Hi, Mousy. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. I'm here. I'm surviving. I haven't cried today, so that's a good thing. Oh, I definitely almost dropped a stitch there. Gonna need a new graphics card and potentially a new motherboard and other parts. Oh my gosh. Editing on your phone must be so hard. Is that, like, I feel like other people do that. They use, like, CapCut or something to edit on their phones. And I'm like, I don't know. I got fat fingers, man. I couldn't do it. Oh, we have an inflatable Santa outside and he's just kind of, like, keeled over. I don't know if maybe the batteries in him died or what's happened. My PC is old. Yes. That is fair. I think I've been pretty lucky with mine. Oh, what the heck? What the heck? I've done something wrong here. Oh my gosh, I've done something wrong this whole round. Have I? No, I haven't. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. It's all fine, everyone. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I just had a minor panic. but it's all good in the hood. All right, what have I missed? I'm good, thanks. Been working on a halter neck at the moment. Nice. What kind of halter neck? It took a bit to learn, but it's not horrible. I'm kind of worried because when I finish at this job, I lose my access to Premiere Pro. So I'm going to need to learn DaVinci Resolve. But unfortunately for me, that happens during Vlogmas. So I'm going to have to like learn a new platform while also trying to release videos every day, which is not ideal. I think at some point I need to have enough time to film 2 videos in a day and edit 2 videos in a day so that I'm like a day ahead, you know? But I haven't yet had time to do that. I've only filmed ahead for like a day that I literally couldn't be online or like doing stuff on the computer. That's okay, it's all right, we're surviving. We're surviving. All the video tutorials I saw for that looked easy enough to learn. Yeah, I'm hoping it's fairly intuitive, especially if you've already used video software, like video editing software. It'll just be a matter of learning where things are, and like, I think the editing will just take longer because I'm like so used to using all of the shortcuts and stuff that I know on Premiere Pro. I think I'm gonna have to turn the light on, and I think it's gonna be real bad lighting. Let's see. Sometimes I wish my cats could do things for me so I could just ask them to turn the light on. That's not a weird thing to say at all, is it? 4-ply, it's called Fax on Ravelry, and it's a knit. I think I would like to be better at knitting. Like, I don't understand color work in knitting. I know how to knit, I know how to purl, but I sometimes think I twist my stitches. I don't know, I'm not a confident knitter. I'm a very, very beginner, basic knitter. But I would like to learn. I think I get more impatient with knitting as well because it takes longer than crochet. Even though I started knitting before I started crocheting. In like high school, in year 12, like doing final exams, I was very anxious because I'm an anxious person. And so to turn my brain off, I would knit. I prefer crochet, it's faster and easier. It is easier to fix, it is faster, but it's also bulkier. So sometimes I do like the look of a knitted piece better, you know? As long as you know knits and purls, you're good, yes. In theory, yes. Interesting how many people learn to knit first, I guess. I feel like I would say knitting is the more popular craft, right? Is that fair? I'm gonna turn the light on. I feel like I'm gonna be in darkness like super, super soon. Gotta get out of the chair though. Ow. My arms are still a little like injured, so using them to get out of the chair is not ideal. Anyway, let there be light. You can see the little, we have Santa's washing line hanging up on the other side of this. You can see the back of it. That's Patty scratching her scratcher. She's out of the chair. It's that time of night. Sun's gone down. She's ready. I feel like crochet is more popular at the moment. You think? I feel like definitely online crochet is more popular, but yeah, I wonder. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's a bit of a toss-up. Crochet is fast. This is true. I mean, some people are really fast at knitting. It baffles me. You see crochet more. Well, and you're a knitter, so that, I mean, I feel like originally I was like, maybe I see crochet more because I crochet and I don't knit. Especially at fairs and markets, yes. But I think like as a hobby, maybe they're kind of a bit of a toss up. I feel like COVID did a lot for teaching people to crochet because I think it's maybe a bit easier to like fix mistakes and stuff. And I don't know, maybe an easier entry point? I'm not sure. It's definitely becoming more popular for sure. The market that I'm doing in March, apparently they've had a lot of crochet applications. So I hope I'm doing it. But I think definitely a lot of people are selling crochet. Has anyone got a knitting machine? Those interest me. I just like the look of knitting but wish it was as fast as crochet. Yes, I agree with that. I do really like the look of knitting. I wish it was as quick as crochet and I wish it was as easy to like fix something if you mess it up. I'd like to try a loom for weaving. Ooh, yes. I just read a book where her landlords were loom weavers. Or like weavers, I guess I don't need to say the word loom. What was the book called? It was set in Ireland. Love at First Book. It's the worst name for a book. Honestly, the worst name for a book. But it was set in Ireland and the landlords are loom weavers. It was a very easy read, just like a silly romance read. Are looms really big or can you get like... The name is terrible. It's a terrible name. It is set... I feel like I need to clarify it is set in a bookshop and she's a librarian, but still. You got small knitting machines. Yes, hello Nat. Hi. How do you find your knitting machine? You're making chickens on them, right? I'm making dinner, so been working. That is so fine. All lurkers welcome. All are welcome here. Although I do want to know what you're having for dinner. I had Thai takeaway because I'm lacking energy today. I've been feeling a bit meh for a lot of the day. I'm keen to get into more embroidery next year though. I feel like this is the eternal crafting problem, right? It's like there's always something. Like I would love to get into embroidery. I would love to get more into knitting. I have all of these different kinds of crochet that I want to try more of. And I'm like, I work full time. Like I don't have time. Even if I didn't work full time, I wouldn't have time. I feel like it's every craft of those. Like I don't just have one craft. I have many. You can get small tabletop looms. Oh, Patty Cat. Yes, you're very big and scary, scratching your scratcher. Oh, oops. I have an old 70s knitting machine, but I have no idea how to set up or use. Is that the one that you can actually do like color work on it? Like the really big ones? There's not enough time to do all the fun stuff. It's true. Chickens, beanies, headbands, and more. iCord Maker is also considered a knitting machine, and that's my fave. I see a few people now doing the like iCord wire lettering art. I don't know what the end of that sentence is, but like selling that at markets and stuff. I also want to get into a more consistent book reviewing habit. See, this is the thing. I have always felt though, Bron, you're like so on top of your book reviewing. Like, was always very impressive to me. I was like, how does she do it? I was always very lax. I got it from a friend when her dad passed away. Oh, that's kind of sad, but nice that it could get passed on. Is it a big one or is it like a tabletop one as well? I'm really not. To me, you are. I'm looking forward to learning how to use the knitting machine. Yeah, I could. This is like, it's the pro and con of having the yarn shop is that I have access to wholesale pricing for some of this stuff. So like I could get myself a knitting machine. I feel like though I would probably end up using it for like beanies and stuff like that. And so I would only really use it in winter. I've been randomly like getting the itch to crochet a beanie because I feel like I've been seeing a few people crocheting beanies on Instagram lately, because obviously for a lot of the world right now it's cold. And I'm like, what? Why do I want to make a beanie right now? Like that makes no sense for where I am. It's like when I did the crochet try on video and had to put that cardigan on, I was like, oh, what am I doing? It's so hot. It's a big one. Oh my gosh. If you ever get it out, Belinda, can you take a photo of it and send it to us in Discord so we can like have a peek at it? It's summertime. I know it's summertime. Why do I want to make a beanie? It's ridiculous. But I do. I think that's the problem, is that like so many people I follow online are from the Northern Hemisphere, and so I'm like, I'm influenced. In summer, I'm like, oh, I wish it was winter because they're making all these cute cozy things, and then in winter here, I'm like, oh, I wish it was summer because they're making all these cute like summery things. I'm so easily influenced, and I never remember the things from their summer that I wanted to make when it gets to our summer. I'm making a hack Odin. What's a hack Odin? Should I know what that is? Oh dear. I'm not hip. Also, side note, have other people got this non-square Instagram feed? Is this actually coming? I do not like it. The actual feed that you're scrolling is fine, but like the profile page being, like your profile feed not being square is messing with my head, because everyone for, you know, however long Instagram's been around for has been making cover images as squares. So it was like a jump scare this morning when I saw it. I was like, oh god, what's happening? You're crocheting right now a hex cardi with macaron kestrels. Oh my gosh, yay! I love that colorway. It's a great colorway. I still think our most underrated colorway is the rainbow sorbet, because I think it looks so neon yellow, but when you actually work it up, it is a lot softer. Mine still seems to be square. Okay, mine are just, I don't know if, like, I don't think it was just mine, but certainly something's happened. And I had also scheduled a reel to go out today, and it didn't post, and it's disappeared from my page, which, because I have so many random pages, like I have my book page, I have my personal page, I have the shop page, I have my yarn page, I also have a page for my cats. Like, I panicked that I'd like set it to go out to one of the different accounts instead of my crochet account, and so I was like panic checking every account, and then I was like, oh no, it's just like fully disappeared. So grr, Instagram. You have it on notify? Yes, nice. I'm glad people are using the notify feature that I added to the website. That's good. When you look at my shop, it's squares. If you look at my Instagram story from today on Hey It's Mel B, you can see what I mean, because I've like taken a screenshot of it, and it was like, it's gone into vertical. I don't like it. I don't like change. I've always wanted a halter neck top but couldn't find where to buy one, so knit was my only option. Ooh. Can you hear that? People are setting off fireworks. Can you see my progress? Yes! Here you go. I think I started this, I picked it up when it was like maybe at this orange. Not tonight, but like since I refound it, since like my Vlogmas video maybe 2 or 3 days ago, 2 days ago, I want to say. So it's good. We're making progress. That is for sure. What have I missed? iCord is way more useful than a 22 or a 48 machine. I'm sure I'll get back to iCord ornament name stuff, but I like doing wire work in my crochet works. So what do you use the iCord for then, Nat? I just want to have another look at your story, and it's definitely not like that when I look at it. Yes. Thank you, Elle. How are you tonight? Today, wherever it is in the world for you. I hope you are doing well. Thanks for dropping in. Meta was down this morning. Ah. Well, they didn't have to take my scheduled reel with it. That was unfortunate. Oh, hello, Kayla. How are you? Oh gosh, I need to sneeze. I swear I did that into my arm. I am safety first. I learnt a lot. I learnt a lot in COVID, I was going to say. I did always cover my mouth and nose, I swear. Oh, Kayla, how are you, my love? Bless you. Thank you. I was just waiting for you to come in so I could be blessed when I sneezed. Kayla and Bron, you should meet. You're both Canberrans. You are both two of my favorite Canberra people. I will see you both in April, I hope. When we are back for this time the half marathon. You'll be pleased to know, Bron, we are not, I've convinced Karen not to do the marathon. I was like, do the half. The marathon was gross. Do a different marathon instead. So we will be going to Gold Coast later in the year to do the marathon there. And when I say do the marathon, I do not run the marathon, just to clarify. He did do it. He's just, I don't know why when he was like, I want to do another one, I'm going to go back to Canberra. I was like, can you not? Canberra broke you. Like, go to the Gold Coast. Go somewhere with like, you know, not a 10-kilometer stretch that's just on highway that like everyone says is really, really tough mentally to do. I'm excited too. I'm excited too. It's also just nice to get to go to Canberra, not for Frisbee, and like actually get to see Canberra. Especially now that Canberra's got like a little bit more going on compared to, you know, when I was like in high school or whatever. And went for school or with my parents or whatever. What have you been working on, Kayla, now that your marathon is over? Oh, I guess your raccoon. The raccoon is coming out tomorrow. Everyone go and follow Kayla on Instagram. She has a very cute raccoon pattern coming out tomorrow. You know what? It's so funny. So I have this thing sitting on my desk, and it doesn't always have yarn on it. And I've just had my little raccoon sitting on it, but when he sits down, he's kind of doing the splits, and he kind of has looked like he's a bit of a stripper raccoon. And you know what? Good on him. But it has given me a little chuckle every time I've looked at it. iCord, edges, bows, DIY chunky. Oh, DIY chunky yarn is smart. I feel like I've actually seen that. Have a great night, Mousy. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. I hope you have a lovely Friday tomorrow. It's nearly the weekend. Also, thanks everyone for spending mine and Kieran's anniversary with me. He is at his Christmas party. And now that we have a wedding anniversary, today's one doesn't matter as much. But this is the actual anniversary, you know? So, anyway. I just feel like it needed acknowledging. Oh. Lots of experiments happening behind the scenes. Sorry, I missed the end of the iCord thing. Hi, Neria. Welcome on in. How are you tonight? Or today? Tonight? I mean, yeah, we did the bed. We did the bed thing. I've caught back up. The smallest duck lovey in the world. Oh, yes, that's right. How is it looking? Also finalizing the raccoon. We love a raccoon who chases their dreams. Yeah, look. That raccoon's just trying to pay his way through medical school. It's fine. You really like Kestrel, but Moo Moo is my favorite. Moo Moo is a lot of people's favorites. And you know what? That actually like kind of surprised me. I always knew that I kind of always had a feeling that Kestrel would be the like quiet seller, because I think it's like least like what people are used to using. But yeah, Moo Moo's like gone gangbusters. I do have a restock coming next year, and Paddy's Plus I really should follow that up actually. It's been a bit hectic this December, but you need a photo of this raccoon in his pole. I'll send a photo in Discord after this. I'll show you what he's been doing in his spare time. But yes, Paddy's Plus should be coming at the end of this month or start of January. Moo Moo should be coming at the end of January, start of February. Hopefully I've ordered enough to like stay in stock for a little while, but it's quite hard. I basically, anything I make from it, I put straight back in so that I can order more. So it's like, it's all just cash flow at the moment. I don't have enough extra money to throw at it to like over order. But that's okay. It's going. We're happy. Hopefully the stock things will like level out as we go. Thank goodness it's for a newborn. Got to pay the bill somehow. I literally made one of the Mama Made Minis elephants for my friend's newborn, and the elephant was bigger than her nubborn because I'd made it in like a blanket yarn. So to be honest, I feel like maybe a tiny one isn't bad. A small duck lovey grubby hands. Yes, Kayla, you should. I don't remember if you're in our Discord, but if you are, you should post your update, like your whip there, because I feel like a lot of people will find it really cute. I love the thickness of Moo Moo. Yeah, I think there's not that many like soft, thick yarns on the market, which makes it's found its niche there a little bit, which is great. I'm glad you like it. And I appreciate the feedback because it helps. It will be getting more colors in our next restock as well. So that's exciting. I'm excited to get colors for my future jumper. Yes. Been keeping a project earmarked for a scarf with, yeah. I feel like it was made for like scarves, blankets, like anything cozy it was made for, because it's just super soft and thick, so they work up quicker. Oh, Della the Duck. Okay, it is like a very small version of that. I am, and I should. Yes. I feel like I always forget to share stuff in Discord as well, including my own, let alone anyone else's, but I gotta get a bit better at it. And then occasionally I'll just go on a rampage and be like, I will update all of the Discords I'm in with this one whip. Hi from Minnesota. Oh, hello from Minnesota. Insomnia, YouTube watching and crocheting led me to your wreath video and then to here. Well, welcome on in. I'm so glad you found us. What are you insomnia crocheting? I'm sorry that you can't sleep. It must be pretty cold in Minnesota this time of year as well, which is the opposite to us. Nice and hot and humid and kind of a bit gross here for maybe different reasons. Like I didn't get the USA winter vibe on my trip there last month because I was just in LA. It's so cold. I'm making a tree skirt. I just saw on Instagram a project of someone making a tree skirt, and I was like, that's such a good idea, except that I think Bango, my cat, would absolutely destroy it or end up like getting stuck in it and dragging it all around the house. So in theory, I really like the idea, and I wish I could make it. It's -20 here right now. Is that -20 Celsius? Yes, -20 Fahrenheit would be like outrageous, right? I never, the Celsius to Fahrenheit thing, I never understand it. So I'm really sorry if that was a really silly thing to say, but -20 is really, really cold. Like I can't even imagine that level of cold. I feel like the coldest place I've ever had to endure for an elongated period of time was Ireland, and that was like, you know, feels like -3 maybe. -20, I cannot imagine. It does get -20 Fahrenheit here sometimes too, but not right now. Holy dooly. I don't know how you guys survive. Well, I hope you're staying warm. I hope you're at least cozy up in bed or something, like under a nice warm blanket while you're not able to sleep. -42 is the one that's the same in both. I always forget that, and I really should remember it because we do so many like quizzes and trivia nights, and it always comes up. And I always forget. I always think it's like -32, I think. I always want to say. I have 2 Afghans and 3 dogs. That'll keep you warm. I'm Queenslander through and through. I can't do the cold. I much prefer the heat even if I'm sweating. Well, as I think I've said many times, including on this live already, I am a very grumpy human when I get too hot, so I do prefer the cold, but I've never had to live in like -20 degrees level cold, so you know, maybe that's just relative to the cold versus heat that I've had to endure. Come to Darwin forever sweaty. Honestly, it's one of the things that has stopped us going to Darwin. Because I think I've told you that my brother lives there. And we were meant to go in COVID year, and then we haven't found a way to work it where we're there in like the good season to visit. You know what I mean? But if I ever make it up there, I will be giving you a bell. Don't you worry. I'm a heat grump too. It's because we're the same person. Secretly twins. 16 degrees is cold to you. Oh my gosh, 16 degrees is like the perfect weather for me, I think. How humid is it there? I think today it was like 70%. It's currently 60%. I actually have the weather up because we were looking at the weather earlier because we're really cool, hip people here on this crochet channel. If you haven't noticed from actually, you know what? Sometimes I watch your videos, Kayla, and I'm like, man, we should move to Canberra because Kayla is still wearing a beanie or like she's in like a long sleeve shirt or like something. And I'm like, it would be so nice to live somewhere where I wasn't a sweaty mess every day, all day, every day. But now that you're talking about these heat waves that have hit Canberra, no thank you. I'm good. But yes, to answer your question, today I think was 70% humidity, which is pretty yuck. I feel like that's where Melbourne has it over us. Not as humid down there. 7:40 p.m. and 28 degrees. I'm guessing that was 28 degrees. That's hot. I'm not sure what it is here right now. I love the cold, but midwinter may even be too cold for me. It definitely doesn't get as hot as Newey or Sydney, so I'll take it. Yes. Yeah, that's fair. I'd rather the humidity because my skin stays nicer. That is reasonable. My friend was telling me, so this friend of mine he's Australian and he has very, very fair skin, red hair, freckles. And he's been living in Canada for a couple of years, and I caught up with him when I was in LA earlier, like last month. He and his wife flew down, and we all had a few days together in San Diego. But he was telling me that they like went for a skin check, and the skin check was like so basic. And like, I don't know, in Australia you're always like, you have to get your skin checked, the UV's really bad, like we don't have a ozone layer or whatever here. And he said the doctor there like did a really basic one, and then he was kind of chatting to him about it, and the guy was basically like the doctor was essentially like, unlike in Australia, even if you don't wear like sunscreen or whatever here, you have so many months of the year where you're not exposed to like really bad UV at all, that even if you were super exposed in the like 2 or 3 months we have it, it's not like damaging your skin in the same way that in Australia it's just like prolonged sun damage. So I don't know where that little side note came from. Talking about skin, right? I don't know. Welcome to my brain. I'm in Tassie and I have the heater on. It's always cold here. Honestly, when we went to Tasmania with Kieran's parents, when they visited the first time, the whole time we were in Tasmania, they spent the whole time being like, it's just like Ireland. This is just like Dunleary. This is like... But I agree with you, Kayla. I would love the Tasmanian weather. However, I feel like it's what Kieran is trying to escape by living in Australia. So, alas, Sydney it is. Bundling up definitely saves the skin, but the dryness is not great. Yeah, for sure. Definitely. This is definitely true. Even without the cold, just the dryness of it. My lips were like so wrecked after 2 weeks in LA. Like, I keep saying LA. We weren't in like LA, but in California, I should say. 2 weeks there, I was like, my lips will never be unchapped again because I'm prone to dramatics. Liberty, oh, you're among friends here. It's always raining. Yes. Yes. That's why so many UK people and Irish people move to Australia. Because at least we have sunshine sometimes. But I low-key think I was born for like the UK Irish weather. Anytime we go back to Ireland to see Kieran's family, I'm like, I love it. I would live here again. And Kieran's always like, absolutely not. I'm not coming back here. It's miserable. Speaking of prone to the dramatics, and he will hate that I'm telling this story, but I'm going to tell it anyway. When we were in Ireland in June visiting his family, there was one day where his parents had like dropped us to get coffee because they were taking the cars and there's not coffee like super walkable. So we were like, oh, we'll walk. If you can drop us there on your way out, we'll walk home. That's fine. And then as we were walking home, it was like windy. It was rainy. Like it wasn't super rainy. It was a light drizzle, but like pretty driving wind. And Kieran was like, as we were walking, he was like the equivalent of me when it's hot. He got really grumpy and he was like, I would rather be sat at my desk doing work than here right now. I was like, really? Like, you're still on holiday, man. Like, we've got hot coffee. Like, you're gonna be at home in literally 10 minutes. Like, it's okay. That's funny. I was like, I am not the only dramatic one in this relationship. I'm not even that dramatic, to be fair. I hate the heat. I hate the heat, yes. I like the misery. I like that Goth is like, I hate the heat, and Bron is like, bring on that miserable weather. I think we should all move to Tasmania. Let's do it. Let's make a little like bookish and crafty community in Tasmania that I'm sure they already have, but we could really bump the numbers up between us all, guys. Ooh. I reckon we're getting somewhere here. It's definitely getting bigger. That is what happens when you work on a whip, is it tends to get bigger. What do we think? What do we think? How are we feeling? I'm game. I probably need sponsorship though. All right, well, I've already done one marriage for a for a citizenship, so that's not what it was for. Government, if you're listening, that's not what it was for. Someone else has got to put their hand up for you. I'll stay in Queensland. Okay, you can hold down the fort here, Mel. Yes, we welcome you all. Yeah, Pepsi, how much space you got for us to all crash? In the photos from my first trip to Ireland, I'm wearing the same jumper and jacket for the entire 2-week trip. That's the thing. Like, you don't take like fashionable trips to Ireland or the UK because I feel like you'd have to take multiple outer layers, that's not what you want to have to travel with, right? You love the bright colors? Thank you. It makes it easy that it's like a self-changing ball, but I think this is like a good for like kid or baby blanket. I think it's a good vibe. I'm enjoying it. It's just fun to work with as well. Like, it makes me happy working with these bright colors. And I feel like because it's all granny stitch, it's so mindless that I don't know. It's just nice. It's working up quickly. It was July, so why was it freezing cold? Because there's only like 2 days of summer in the UK and Ireland. I live on a farm, so you can all pitch a tent. Okay, do we want to be camping in Tasmania? What if we like build a small hut on your property? You game? We went for a month in April, May. I took 3 dresses, 3 jumpers, and in half the trip I'm in a jacket. Yes. That tracks. Also, your trip looked so good. I was so jealous the whole time. And it was thanks to you that I went to that place with a really good cardamom buns. Oh boy. Oh my gosh, what was it called? Soderbergh. Oh, so good. So good. I want to eat that cardamom bun again. It was so freeing to have so little luggage. Soderbergh. What did I say? Yeah, Soderbergh. Tiny house community, yes! But we need 1 extra house to keep all of our craft stuff in. No one lives in it. It's like the shed. The craft shed. We all wear whatever's comfortable. It's either freezing or humid. 2 of our favorite things. I've made my own from a Nordic bake box and they were amazing. I saw that on your Instagram stories and I was very jealous. This is another reason I should move to Canberra, so that I can eat your delicious baking instead of just being jealous of it through my phone screen, Bron. Do a baking date in April. Baking and craft date. Kieran can do something else. Main crafting house. Yeah, I like that idea. A wagon wheel community with a craft building at the center. That would be so good. This is the dream, guys. And in Tasmania, where you know, it's not too hot, it's not too cold. It's just right. I don't know if you can hear Bango meowing, but hey, buddy. He's like, are you still talking to nobody? I'm talking to my friends. Hi. What's wrong? Hey. You wanna say hi? Hi. He's such a chatty baby. He is. He is very chatty. It is almost their dinner time, although we try not to feed them at the same time every day so that they don't like meow at us constantly, which really worked for Patty, who does not meow at all pretty much, but Bango just loves meowing regardless of time. He's just... What's happening? He's so cute. It sounds much better than working. I agree. How long could we freeload for? Could plan our own veggie garden. We've taken over your farm. I hope that's okay, Pepsi. In this little, I don't know, crafty fantasy we are creating. I really would love to do a craft retreat. I think that would be so much fun. 2025? Craft retreat? Anyone? Anyone? Go to the Blue Mountains in winter? It would be cool, and we could, you know, I was gonna say we could hike, but I feel like I need to read the room on that one, but we could go for a nice short bushwalk. I'm already there waiting. All right, see you there, babe. What are expensive? Craft retreats? I think they'd be so much fun. Not an official craft retreat. Craft, yes, hiking less. That's it. See, this is okay because you can just like, if you want to go on a walk, you can go on a walk, but you don't have to go on the walk. You know what I mean? I feel like it would need to be like very chill, do what you want, bring what you want, do what you want. We're just all vibing. I'll bring my own gas heater. Oh, you gotta go somewhere that has a fireplace because I never get them in Sydney. And they're so nice. Love a fireplace. Yes, craft retreat. Can we have a bonfire? I'm inviting myself. Yeah, hop on over. It's just a short flight from Minnesota. A short 3 flights, maybe. If you do it in winter, you could probably have an outdoor fire. You definitely couldn't do that in summer. There'd be a lot of fire restrictions. We can have s'mores, as is your American custom. Fireplace for sure. Yes, it would have to have a fireplace. I'm sure there's lodges or scout camp places you can hire for the weekend. Yeah, I'm sure there would be. Or just like a big Airbnb, honestly. I did that for my 30th. Me and I think there was 8 of us all together. We just went and we just like played board games, had nice meals out, went on some hikes. You'll find me on the hearth for the whole time. That's fair. I could organize one through the shop. I could do that. Oh my god, it would be so fun. I feel like I need to test. I've done a reading retreat in an Airbnb. Ooh, how was that? Was that with like people you didn't know or all people you knew? It was great. I mean, it sounds pretty great. I reckon we've done like half the ball on this tonight, which is pretty impressive. Low-key never been to the Blue Mountains, but always wanted to. All right, Kayla, we're doing it. Let's go. Lock it in. Hi, Gallianne. How are you? Welcome on in. Joining in a bit late. That's all right. There is no late here. All people I know, I think there were 6 or 7 of us. So good. All right, walk us through it. How did it work? Was it just reading all day, every day? And then you like had meals together, or like what was the vibe? I'm like shook that you haven't been to the mountains, Kayla, but I think that's because I live in Sydney and so it's like very quick to get there. Whereas from Newcastle or Canberra, it's like not, it's more of a trek. We went just out of Canberra. Everyone brought their own takeaway on Friday night. We made tacos Saturday night and everyone read, reviewed, etc. Oh my gosh, did you swap books? Did you do a book swap? That would be fun. I think we took some board games, but mostly just read or wrote. Sounds very relaxing. I feel like that would be the like one different thing about crafting is that like reading, I don't know about other people, but for me, I need to read in like pretty much silence because I get so distracted. But crafting, obviously you can like chat while you do it, so it would be fun, I think. So like, yeah, I feel like Airbnbs, when you get ones that are like a big house and you actually like pretty much fill it up, they're good. Yeah. I feel like an Airbnb with like a bunch of bedrooms and like maybe a couple of living areas would be so good. We got to look into it for 2025. 2025 is so close. I'm not ready. I have no idea why. I just never really looked into it, but it looks stunning. It is stunning. We used to go there a lot before we moved into this house, and then like just kind of lost all our weekends to renovating and then to like trying to fix up the garden and stuff once we'd moved in. And then like I had a lot of frisbee this year, and we've only been in this house for 2 years, I think. I guess 2.5 years now. So we just like have not been anywhere near as much as we used to go. So I told Kira and I want to get back into the habit of it next year. Literally going back home at the end of next week. Oh my goodness. That feels so weird, even though I knew you were going back for Christmas. And that is going to be like 5 days before Christmas. I'll be finishing my job. Oh, so good. I don't know what the... Alright. I think once I finish this round, I'll do one more round. Because they take like a decent amount of time, but I feel like I need like a finishing, like I need to know when we're gonna wrap up so that I'm not just, otherwise I could endlessly chat. I could just yap for days. Although it seems like the cats are getting hungry because there's a lot of movement at the station now. This blanket is another baby. Yes, it is another baby blanket. So I'm kind of not sure how big to go with it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna re-evaluate when I finish this ball that I'm on at the moment, because I think that will maybe potentially be a good stopping point. I don't know. It would have been like 2 million balls of this yarn, so like probably about 200 grams. I don't know. It feels like more than 200 grams. I don't know, man. I don't know. Actually, Mel, if you're still in here, have you... A friend of mine was like, I want to make a baby blanket out of kestrel. And I've not made a blanket in it. And I'm wondering what hook size she should use for a blanket. Because I know, I mean, like, there's recommended hook sizes on it, obviously. But sometimes, you know, for different things, you want to either, like, size up or size down. And I feel like other people at this point have used my yarn more than I have. Which is sad. I don't know. I have so much other yarn, and I don't like keeping my yarn for myself. I sell it to people. Oh gosh, it's getting so hot in this little area. Probably because I have a blanket sat on my lap. Could be contributing to that. How do I sit the blanket's not on my lap, but also I can still work on it and drink my hot tea? I feel like it's getting to size, close to size. I feel like I've managed to finish so much in this little like Vlogmas period. Like, I've nearly finished a blanket. That is wild. I'm using a 4.5 with kestrel for a hex cardi, which started out as a 5-sided blanket. Okay, I think I suggested to her a 5mm hook, so that's probably fine. Right? Galliana, are you also a crocheter? And feel free to correct me on the pronunciation of your name. I won't be offended. The font is very small. I don't even know if I'm reading it right, let alone pronouncing it right. Perfect pronunciation. Yeah, crochet. Are you making anything at the moment? And what kind of crochet? Like toys or clothing or blankets or other tapestry? So many different kinds of crochet. I love it. Current projects are a pullover for my boyfriend and a summer pool shirt for my mum. Is that right? Summer pool shirt for my mum. Oh, cool. You're very good making things for other people. Or making clothing for other people. Like, that would stress me out because of like the fit. But I suppose if it's your mum and your boyfriend, then you'd probably like know their size pretty well. Hello Scotland. Maria, how are you? We were just talking about how we all are jealous of your weather because it's really hot and humid here. And there's another UK person in the chat. Like the 2 squares tied at the shop. Oh, those are really cool. I've been seeing them. I feel like I had not ever seen that kind of shirt before. And then like in the last year or so, it's just been popping up everywhere online, like on social media or whatever. And it probably speaks more to me. Like I don't know things. This shirt type has probably existed for like forever. But I'm starting to see it now and I like it. Maria, are you also a crafter, crocheter? Are you joining us with a project? I've always loved that style of shirt, so now I crochet. I like it even more, yes. Now you're like, I can make my own ones. Even better. Even better. That's right. Wait, tied at the shoulder. I feel like I was imagining the ones that you like put over your head and then tie on the side. The ones tied at the shoulder, have I seen those? I don't think I've seen that kind of shirt. I'll have to look it up. Also sounds cool. For my mum, I'm making it corner to corner. Wow. I feel like that's an impressive construction for a shirt. I actually also tie the sides. You don't need to apologize. That's fine. That's cool. I've never seen a shirt made in corner to corner, so that is awesome. I hope she loves it. I guess if she chose the yarn, she'll hopefully be fine with it. Just the shoulder and sides to tie together. Yeah, okay. Cool. I'm just working on my husband's Christmas present. Lovely. This is also a Christmas present for my cousin's baby, which really just means for my cousin because the baby won't have any idea what's happening. I don't think the baby will know it's Christmas. Welcome to the club, Maria. Christmas crafting is going strong in here tonight. Or today, I guess, for you. Boyfriend in my case. I haven't made my husband something in a very long time. I made him a beanie and he wears it like all the time, which is very nice. But I'm sure if I made him a jumper, he would wear it. Like, he's very nice. He wears everything I buy him or make him. But I don't know what style to do. And like, it would be nice if Christmas was in winter here, because then you could like gift handmade clothing and stuff. But because it's in summer, I just feel like no one wants a knitted anything or crocheted anything in summer, and then they then feel obliged to like wear. you know? Oh. I feel like I've been spending way too much time at my desk this month because it's also where I do like all of the editing for the Vlogmas videos, and I need a massage or something. When I was a child, I got a crochet bikini for Christmas. That is a choice. That is a choice. It was the 80s though. Did I remember that right? 80s, yes. Sorry, I leaned back, which made reading stuff harder. It's so cold here. You can definitely wear all anywhere. I wish it was cold here. I can't believe how addicted I am to crocheting, and I think that in Queensland we had maybe 4 weeks of winter. Yeah, like I'm glad it at least gets cold enough here sometimes to be able to wear the stuff we make. I'll trade you. Moonbeam, that's so funny. I feel like all of us except Mel want the weather that we don't have. Mel, it's very nice that you are content with your warm weather and that you enjoy it. I'm happy for you. I just found your videos this morning. Oh, well, welcome. Welcome to the club. I'm glad you found us. I hope you enjoy your stay. It's the first time I made a jumper for my boyfriend, and kind of freehanding it, I wanted to use a unicolor diamond pattern and just went with it, having him try it out from time to time to check things out. That's cool. I really want to see photos of this. Where can we see photos of it? Luckily it's freezing at work, so I can wear my cardigans all year. Fair. I have a huge stockpile of blankets and beanies and cardies. What are you gonna do with them all, Mel? You made bucket hats for a while, right, Mel? Alright, I gotta get going and get organized for work. Catch you later. Thanks for hanging out, Garth. Good luck with the work hour of power. And I will chat to you soon, I'm sure. I don't know where I'd post them. That's fair. We have a Discord if you want to join it, but no pressure to do that. I didn't know if you like were also on social media and had like a craft Instagram or anything like that, like some people do. But if not, that's fine. I do have a Discord. It should be in the description of this live, but I can put it in the chat. Because if you're on mobile, I don't really know. I tend to watch YouTube lives and stuff on my computer. Oh, you found it. Okay. Well, that was an unnecessary link, but it's there anyway. Come join in the Discord so we can see everyone's things. Yes, it's a very low-key Discord. It's not one of those like super hectic ones that has a million messages every day. There's like maybe a handful of updates a day. Some days it's pretty quiet. We're all pretty low-key in there, but we love to hype up each other's makes. So if you make anything and want some virtual applause, jump in there. And we will all tell you how amazing, incredible, beautiful, wonderful it is. I'm a lurker, so that's perfect for me, yes. Certainly won't get overwhelmed by it, that is for sure. I appreciate you chatting in the chat then, if you're usually more of a lurker. I lurk in so many Discords because I do get really overwhelmed by the like super full-on ones. Which is why I sort of just let our one kind of go a bit organically, and people just update it when they want, rather than feeling like I need to post in there every day and get people talking all the time. We have other ways to chat, like in these lives or on Instagram or things like that. but it is really fun seeing everyone's like whips and makes. I wonder how Lou's dress went down actually, because it's her Christmas party tonight. It's the same night as Kieran's. Joined, welcome! Yay, more craft friends. We love it. We love to see it. She finished it. I know, she did finish it really quickly. I felt bad because she ordered yarn from the shop and I like posted it out within a day. It got picked up the next day, and now her and Benny, both from our Discord, it's like their parcels have eloped together. Like I don't know what the courier is doing, but it's both of them live in the same state as me, and it's gone to Brisbane, to Gold Coast, to Melbourne, to Geelong, back to Brisbane, and then for some reason from Brisbane it went back to Melbourne, and all of them say your parcel is in transit to Sydney, and you're like, especially Lou lives literally like 3 suburbs away from me. I should have just driven it over to her. But anyway, we live and we learn. I reckon she might pick up her next order. She wasn't even finishing it this morning. Yeah, I know. She finished it well before. This one is not my yarn. This is like an old stash mill end yarn that I have, which I am certain is actually the Lion Brand Mandala Ombre. I don't know in what colorway, but they're often in the mill ends at Spotlight. They have a bunch of really nice colorways. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like little bits of white through it. See how it's not like a super flat color? I don't know if you can see that, but hopefully you can see it. I feel like I can see it in the camera, but yeah. This is not the like, you know, controversial 6-day style blanket, but it is a style blanket, yes. Yeah, I'm certain this. I feel like I've seen this colorway in Lion Brand Mandala, and it's often in the like mill ends at our local yarn shop. It is the one good thing that Australian yarn or craft shops have going for them, which is the mill ends. They are really nice colors, yeah. We're about to get a color change to green. Like this is gonna get to a point where I'm not even gonna get a whole round out of a color. Oh, I did 2 in that one. Got distracted. Too easily distracted. What's everyone up to today or tomorrow? It's gonna be Friday. I'm very excited for it to be the weekend. We're going to a comedy, like a stand-up show on Saturday night, and then going out to dinner with my parents after that, which will be fun. And I just found, or not just found out, but I just remembered recently that this weekend is like the Inner West Art Market's like Makersville Trail. So there's like one street in, hi chatty boy. There's this one street in Marrickville that has all of these like handmade maker stalls at various shop fronts throughout it. So I think we're gonna go and visit that and see what's going on, which would be cool. One of the shop fronts out, like one of the shops participating, our friend owns. So we'll hopefully get to catch up with her as well a little bit. I'm doing color changes on this tree skirt, but I'm at the stripes part. All the squares are done. Ooh! Does that mean you're connecting the squares as you go? About to get to work, and tonight perhaps going to the opera. Ooh, cool. Aiming for last minute cheap tickets if there are any available. Ooh, there's a show here called Titanic. I don't know if anyone in Australia / Sydney has seen it, but it's like I don't know, I think it's like this off-Broadway show that's like if Celine Dion were on the Titanic and like messed up Jack and Rose's story or whatever. But apparently it's really, really funny. Our friend saw it and she was like, I was just cracking up the whole time. And there's rush tickets every day that are like $55 a ticket, which is so good because that's, I want to say it's maybe 35 US dollars, maybe, for a ticket. So our plan is to see it in January on the rush tickets. So I hope you get cheap tickets tonight for the opera. That would be awesome. I'm going to see the Nutcracker Ballet on Saturday. Bron, you're also to the ballet on Saturday. Not the same ballet, I assume, since you're in different states. Belinda, that's the one we're trying to go see. Oh, cool. Wait, did you? Yeah, okay. That's, yeah. Never mind. It's getting late here. My brain is starting to shut down. Must be good if you're all going. It is the season. 'Tis the season for the Nutcracker, right? We're seeing the Nutcracker too, but in Canberra. That is so funny. What are the odds? I don't think my top 100 guesses of what everyone was doing this weekend would have 3 people doing exactly the same thing. That's why I had to make my dress last weekend, right? Perhaps it's the main show at the moment. I think that would make sense considering. No, I feel like I should see where it's on here. We should all go. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to a stand-up show on Saturday night. I can't join you all at the Nutcracker. We're onto the green in this ball. So good. I should have put on some Christmas music. Or is everyone sick of Christmas music already? I feel like I haven't been into that many like physical shops to get sick of Christmas music this year yet, which is nice. You really like the music for it? That is fair. I feel like I am too uncultured to appreciate the opera or the ballet. Hence going to a stand-up show instead. I feel like I haven't heard much yet. Is it just lower key? I don't think I've ever put on Christmas music. Okay, Little Miss Halloween Grinch. I love Christmas music. We had it on while we put the tree up. Forced Kieran to have it on then. We do Christmas in July every year, and we made like a good Christmas in July playlist. So we just use that. Because it's kind of got like some of the more pop Christmas songs on it, not just all the old school stuff. I haven't listened to that much Christmas music yet either, but mostly at home, so it might be why. Yeah. I do want to say we don't listen to it at home unless we're doing something intentionally Christmassy. There's one song I'll listen to. Is it Fairy Tale of New York? So glad I got you live. I'm off to bed. Good night, Mel. Thank you for popping in. It's nice to chat with you. I hope you have a lovely weekend when you get there. It's soon. It's nearly here. Fairy Tale of New York. I guessed it. I think that is so funny. I don't think I knew you had an Irish. I didn't remember you had an Irish aunt, but I feel like if someone only likes one Christmas song, it's got to be Fairy Tale of New York. It's like not it's a Christmas song, but it's not a Christmas song, you know? Oh my gosh, Kayla. I feel unreasonably proud of myself that I guessed that. That's funny. Zombie Christmas is a good song for the 365 days of Halloween, folk. There you go, Kayla. That might be another one for you. It's the best and the most Christmassy I'll get. Hi, Betty. Literally, you said it and I was like, stop. We're just connected. What can I say? What can I say? We got a connection. What colors are your hexagon cardi, Betty? Halfway done. Nice. That is the hurdle, is being like, oh, now I have to do another half. Once you start the second half, I feel like it's smooth sailing. Now a zombie Christmas I could get on board with, yeah. Maybe Fairy Tale of New York won't be your favorite Christmas song for long. We are. I can't believe it's been nearly 2 hours. But I'm having too much fun with you guys. Is it called streaming on YouTube? I'm using the Jarbo Cookie by Hobie. Alright, I have to please hold while I look that up. Ooh, which are the colors? There's so many colors. Yarbo. I assume it's a soft J now that I've seen that the A has. Those are pretty colorways. Which one are you using? Ooh. Yeah. The mustard color. Oh. I love a mustard. It's my favorite color. Okay. There's a colorway called chlorophyll. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, nice. Good choice. Good choice. Not that you need my approval, but I give it to you anyway. Is it green? No, it's mustard. Does look like there's a little bit of green in it. Love mustard too. Guys, it's a great color. I'm telling you, it's a great color. I have so much stuff in mustard yellow. Like, look at this. It's covered in cat hair because Patty is constantly sitting in that chair. But anytime she's not and I get all the fur off it, using, once again, a mustard yellow pet hair remover. What did you miss? Oh my god, so much. We're having a craft retreat in the Blue Mountains. We're all moving to Tasmania and building a craft commune there. Pepsi's very kindly offered us their farm. I don't think they quite knew what they were getting into when offering, but everyone's going to see the Nutcracker this weekend, Nat. Everyone's going to see the Nutcracker. Not me. I honestly love 2025 for all of us. Yeah, it's going to be our year. I can feel it. 2024, not our year. 2025, our year. It's going to be great. I feel like a pet hair remover is the most important craft tool. Truly. Truly. We're having a great time next year. What else should I make? Ooh, what do you normally make? Do you normally make clothing, or what's the craft energy? What's the vibe? Like Barbie Nutcracker or like live ballet Nutcracker? Everyone is seeing the live ballet Nutcracker. While I go and see Celia Piccola live, because I don't have as much culture as the 3 people here going to see Nutcracker. Clothing. I mean, anytime anyone asks me for a clothing pattern recommendation, I will always recommend the Valor Vest. It is a paid pattern, but it is so worth it. It is a beautiful, beautiful pattern by a beautiful, beautiful human. Not me. I am not the person. I will drop, hang on. I'll put it here so you know how to spell it. I've never seen the Nutcracker. I've never seen it either. The Valor vest is also crocheted, but not a free. Otherwise, what else is there? I just did a whole video on crochet clothing. Granny square vest. What else did I make? I paused my Hexie sweater to work on this skirt. I want to make more of a duster / wearable blanket. Oh yeah, nice. I love doing a diamond pattern kimono-like vest. I feel like I need to look this up. I'm excited to see the photo so I can imagine it. I didn't like what I made. Some of the things I didn't like, but some of the things I did like. The hexagon shirt, I really liked the style. It was the wrong yarn. The cardigan that I made, I really liked. The Valor vest I made, I really liked. Raglan shirt, I did not like. Granny square vest, I think I liked other than the yarn I used. I think I need to use a different yarn. Ironically, I did use this yarn, which I love on a blanket, but I didn't like on the granny square vest. A raglan sweater is always good, just wing the rounds. Yeah, I didn't like my raglan shirt, but I think a sweater would be good. Maybe I could just turn it into a long sleeve. Nah, I'll probably still hate it. Gave you the link in my last comment. Oh, yay, awesome, thank you. I will check it out. All right. Hi. Yeah? Yeah. What's up? Is it dinner time? I'd ask if you can hear him, but I'm like almost certain you can hear him. It's very loud. The granny square tank was lovely. Yes, that was really good. The Explorer top. It's a lot of work though, the Explorer top. I still think you should extend the Hexie shirt to make it a cardigan. Yeah, that I think. I could also just extend the sleeves and make it actually a cardigan, because then I wouldn't mind it being the thickness that it is, you know. He's so cute. Yes, he is cute. He's cute until he's like running up and down the hallway doing that at 5 in the morning. Anytime it rains, he gets so chatty. He's like constantly meowing. But this is Bango. He likes to be around people. My foster pup woke up by the news. Oh, Bango, you're waking up the other pets. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. That's Bango, yeah, or am I a wet sock? Oh my gosh. It is Bango. It is our gremlin child. Patty could never. She is our angel. I don't know where he just went. I just realized what I needed tonight was wrong. Oh no! Patty is a lot less chatty. She's a lot less sociable. Bango is an extrovert and Patty is an introvert. Like, basically. Basically that is it. Bango loves to be around people. He wants to be picked up. He wants to be cuddled. Patty kind of wants to be left alone until it's like early in the morning or late at night, and then once the door is open, she'll come and like lie down next to us and be like, pat me, but don't talk to me, basically. I like to joke that we are Patty and Bango because like I am quite chatty. I'm not an extrovert, but I am quite chatty, and Kieran is quite quiet. And so he is the Patty to my Bango. Bango would be your friend. He really would be. He'd be anyone's friend. Give him some food and he'll love you forever. How much are we having a frog here, Belinda? I can empathize. I had to frog 6 long rows because I didn't like the decrease. Oh no. Oh, Speaking of, I think I need to pay attention. I needed to pay attention 1 round ago because I've just done that whole round incorrectly. Frick. Well. No. Oh. I just want to be like all of you. I want to frog my work as well. Oh dear. I thought Bango crashed into the window. No. He's on the other side of it now. Can you see him? And hear him? You just wanted to be like me and Belinda since you can't go to the Nutcracker. Yeah. 3 people are going to the Nutcracker, 3 people are frogging all of their work from tonight. Bango, what are you doing? The windowsills are like this skinny and he just manages to, I don't know. I don't know how he does this. Cats, man. All right, well, I think that might be the sign that it's time for me to finish for the night. I think I need to feed him, frog my work, and then try and redo it. I also need to send you on our Discord the photo of the raccoon earning its dollar bills. I actually hadn't done too much, just the short rows for the front shoulder, so only a couple of centimeters. But I feel like a couple of centimeters in knitting is worse. You know what I mean? Hell yes. Hell yes to that dancing raccoon, am I right? Oh. Frogging this is gonna be so annoying. Alright. Cat fact, if they can fit their head, they can fit their whole body in anywhere. That is a good cat fact. I like it. Also makes sense. Makes sense why they can fit into like fish bowls and stuff, right? I should go to bed and try sleeping again. Nice meeting you all. Moonbeam, I hope you get some good rest now. I hope your body lets you sleep. I hope your brain lets you sleep. Thank you for joining us tonight. See you on Discord. Yes, please share updates of your tree skirt with us in the whips. Happy frogging. Let's go. Yes. It's a sad day. Yeah, it's this whole row. Sweet dreams, Moonbeam. I don't have to be up in the morning, so that's good. That is good. Yeah. Ribbit. Oh, when I used to stream on Twitch, we had a frog. We had a frog sound effect. Back in the day. Alright. Alright, my lovely friends. I think we are going to call it a night. It's been 2 hours. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you want to jump in the Discord and you haven't already, let me just pop it in here again. Feel free to join us. So nice to see you again, Bron. It's been so good. So nice to meet so many new people. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thanks for saying hi. If you're lurking, thank you for being here as well. I appreciate you as well, just as much. It's really nice to virtually craft with friends, even though I'm having to frog some of my work. But only 1 row of the multiple rows we did, so that's fine. Good night, everyone. Good night, good night, good night. Big love to you all. I hope you have a lovely weekend coming up and enjoy your Fridays tomorrow. And I have no idea what I'm doing for my Vlogmas video tomorrow. I'll figure that out tonight and I will see you then. Bye, bye, bye. Bye. Good night. Good night, good night, good night.